Welcome once again to the Zach Carpenter Show here on the Bear Network. I'm your host, Gary Olmis. We talk about Bradley Central basketball, and this will be the final show of this basketball season. And welcome Coach Carpenter, and glad to get all 5 seniors here. And we're going to talk about these guys and talk with them, and what a remarkable season it was, going to the Final Four, which was not foreseen by a lot of folks, I don't guess. But, you know, something happened. We really come together and clicked as a team, and here we were. And playing for a shot to go to the state title game.
You know, a big part of that is these guys right here.
Absolutely.
You know, it started with them. These are the seniors. It's only fitting that we do our last show ending with them.
Yep. Well, we're glad to have them here. We'd like, you know, start with congratulations, but, you know, we started out the season, we had 3 wins in the Silverdale tournament, I guess it was. Ran to a little bit of a lull there, I guess you could say. Caden was out with an injury, whatever. We went up to Knoxville. It's had really close games. Just couldn't get that extra shot there. But I think a couple things that come back to me as I was thinking about this in my mind, the 2 huge games in the regular season was winning that championship at Chat State over Tyner. Tyner was in the state tournament. I thought that was a significant win for us there, and in front of a standing room only crowd that night. Crazy the attendance there for that. And then I thought one of our other most significant wins was our senior night, Valentine's Day no less, against Knox Catholic.
Yeah.
A very good team that we had played up there, and they edged us out there, but we came back here. And it was in the midst of a winning streak at that time too, and I thought those 2 wins were, to me, were very significant as far as showing, hey, we're the Bears, we can do this, we can win, and I think it was a confidence builder, especially that time of year for the Catholic game as well.
Yeah, and that's why we went up to Knoxville and played those games, because we played really good teams.
Yeah.
And you want to play against tough competition, and we
Yeah.
came back right after that, went straight into best of preps, and played 3 other good quality opponents. And that Tyner game, it was sold out. Hunter right here hit a big shot for us.
Huge
last few seconds to put us ahead, but that just showed the guys that we can compete with anybody. And we did a great job, you know, from there on. That kind of catapulted us into how we finished up the season.
Well, Maryville was in the state tournament. Tyner's in the state tournament. Chattanooga Prep won the single A again. We played them this year. But, yeah, the shot that Hunter hit there clinched it. And looking back now at the state tournament, our game with Memphis East, Hunter and Andrew hit back-to-back threes there that were just back-breaking for them, and got us, you know, in that mental mood again where, hey, we can beat these guys, because there's not a lot of people thought that we're going to beat Memphis East, I don't think, going there. Didn't give us a chance. We weren't ranked all year long. You know,
I'm sure that there were a lot of doubters out there, and you know, I trusted these guys, man. I knew what we had. I'm with them every day, and I knew what we could do over there, and there was no doubt in my mind that we were going to be ready to play that first game. Well,
we got Tyree Stovall, Caden. Let's hand the mic down our Tyrese. Let's get started down the line here. Tyree's only come to us a couple years ago. Do we have enough slack there? Somebody's probably on the court.
It's Hunter.
That's on me.
Come on, Hunter.
Had to make room for Drake.
Tyrese, you've been with us 2 years. You've had some remarkable games with scoring and rebounding, you know, just skying to get rebounds and all that. What's your 2 year? What do you think about Bradley being on the Bears team when you think about it?
It's really a blessing, you know, just to leave and come back here and play for my hometown team. It's really cool to come back and just have fun all over again.
Turned 18 last week. You and your twin Tatiana and all that. I'd still like to see them go one-on-one to see, you know, and throw Mom in there too, you know.
I think Mom would win.
She had a pretty good career at Middle Tennessee State where we played, and that's ironic, you know, that we played 2 state tournament teams there, you know, with the Bears and Bears, and then she played there at Middle Tennessee.
Had a great career there.
Yeah, they called the Stovall family reunion over there, I think. Caden, hand him the mic there. Caden, you was only with us 1 year here. But what's been your thought process, and how did you like Bradley? Is it what you thought it would be? And
it has a lot of culture, I feel like, just like family, just like brotherhood. I feel like we just bonded really well, just created a lot of memories. And I was just thankful for the team I've had, like, just like for everything they've done for me, like how much of a basketball player I've grown just because of like all of the coaching staff, especially Coach Carp, just continuing like to just want me to get better, want all of us to get better every single day, just 1% better every day. And That's really what I'm thankful for here.
Well, you seem to fit in great here. I mean, I didn't know who you were the first time I saw you out there practicing. I thought, who is this guy here? I seen he's big enough to play. He looks very athletic, and turned out. And you two guys that can be teammates at Walter State, playing for the Centers there. I've seen them play this year. Pretty good team there. Pretty good coach. A very hard coach, and I'm sure you'd say the same thing about Coach Carpenter. It's hard, not hard, he knows what's got to be done, expects you guys to do it, and wants you to be held responsible for that, and you guys come through in flying colors. Keandre, you've been here all 4 years, played at Lake Forest down there, I guess, with your younger brother, June, we call him, Antonio.
Yeah, I call him June.
Yeah. How is your, and I asked him about that. He said, well, it's because I'm a junior. He said, they call me June. That's derivative of junior, what he says anyway, but we call him Junebug sometimes too, but. It beats you up. How's it been for your career here at Bradley?
You said what?
Your career at Bradley, have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. Loved it. It's been really nice. I really didn't know Coach Carpenter first in the freshman year, but getting to know him, like, it was nice playing for him and, like, shedding all blood and tears and all that. Giving it my all. I was never really not giving my effort for him just because I never knew my role in the team, really. Just wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And do whatever I know I can do best for the team.
You were a vital part of it, the winning success we had there. So that's just part of it. And you got 10, 15, 12, whatever on the team, but everybody has a role to play, and one player's just as important as the other there. And you and Ram, and I guess Hunter, were you here all 4 years? So these three guys were with you when you came in. They didn't know you. You didn't know them. I guess you asked around and asked Coach Clark what he thought about these guys. Well, he didn't have them either.
No, they were coming up from middle school, and they didn't know what they were getting into, and neither did I.
Well, it turned out pretty good. I just looked at your record here. You started out with 16 wins the first year. 16-12. Yeah, that's not real good. Went to 19 wins, 22 wins. 25 this year, 25-9. That's pretty. You're on the right track. Things are trending the right way.
Yeah, we've been able to improve a little bit every year, and we've still got some room for improvement. So we're looking to do that again. So,
well, getting to the state was huge, and these guys, they know this. It's 2007 since we've been to the state.
Yes.
In 2003 or 4 since we even got to the Final Four. So that means we'd gotten over and won. Hillsboro, who knocked us out there on the semifinals, they won the state title. So, boy, there's no shame in, losing a team like that, of that nature, too. A big, strong team, and just like us. But hand the mic over there to Ram. Ram, where'd you play middle school? Is it Cleveland Middle?
Yeah, I went to Cleveland Middle School.
But you got smart, came to Bradley, right?
Oh, yeah.
How have you enjoyed your 4 years here?
It was great. My first 2 years was kind of rocky, but like performance-wise. But my last 2 years was, I think I had a great last 2 seasons.
I agree with you there. I agree. Hunter, 4 years here in the program, and where'd you play middle at?
Lake Forest.
Lake Forest. All right. So you've had all 4 years. Is there something you know your coach?
Coach Dills cut me my 6th grade year.
Yeah. He cut you.
He cut me.
I knew that was coming out. I knew it was coming
out. So I had to get my redemption, freshman year, you know what I'm saying? Balled out for him. Got buckets, Even he didn't expect me to be where I am today, so.
You were the ball boy, had to do all the dirty work and everything. And
yeah, I started playing tennis at that time.
But we did find out he plays drums in church.
Yeah.
And the piano.
And the piano, that's right. Now, any other guys musically inclined to play anything?
I know I play the drums.
Oh, yeah,
My dad
okay.
told me how to play those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I swear. I'm actually serious. My dad told me how to play the drums. Yes, my dad played the drums.
You can play the drums in the church right now.
Yes.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, I can. I just gotta learn the song.
Hey,
I gotta learn the song for like.
Hand him the mic back now.
You got mine. That's all you.
Okay.
So you can play the drums.
Yes.
Just the whole drum set.
The whole drum set. I know how to play it.
Who taught you to do that? Your dad?
My dad, when I was like younger, but I haven't played the drums in a long time.
Could you play them in church?
It means he can't play the drums.
I can't play the drums. Like my dad played the drums.
My dad.
Like earlier.
Caden, I used to be able to dunk too, but I can't dunk anymore. Okay.
I can play the drums, Coach. I swear I can play the drums.
Coach, what is about this group? I mean, it's obviously they like each other and they bonded as a team, and they were fun to watch.
They were fun. They're just a lot of fun to be around.
Yeah.
You see, we'd like to joke, have fun. But the leadership, these guys really stepped up this year as far as setting the tone.
Yeah.
You know, every day at practice, getting ready for games. These guys set the tone. I leaned heavily on the seniors, and they did a great job.
Well, they're the ones that got to take the good and the bad, you know, and you know, when it's time for you to crack down on them, these guys, you know, have to take a lot of that as a senior, as the leaders, but they've got to set the example for the younger guys, you know, they're coming up.
Yeah, they do. They stepped up into that leadership role this year. I thought, you know, the previous 3 years we've struggled in that area with having, you know, players step up into that leadership role, and I'm not going to say it's any one in particular, but as a group, they did a great job of stepping up.
Well, have you ever had 5 seniors in a class?
We had 8 last year.
Oh, we did. Boy, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, we had 8 of them last year.
Goodness gracious. Well, that's remarkable. You know, you won 22 games last year, and now you lose 8 seniors and win 25 and go deeper. You know, that's pretty incredible what these guys have done.
That's the work these guys have put in.
Yeah.
You know, the other 4 guys were here. We added Caden. These guys got to work. They got in the gym on their own. And it's just a testament to them and their hard work and determination.
Well, that's what it takes. It's a team thing, but it's an individual sport too, in the sense that you got to do a lot of this on your own there. But pick up the mic there, Caden. What's something that you're going to remember most about Bradley Central? What was something that was hard, you know, that you said, oh, I don't know about this anymore, about this coach, you know, does he even know the game of basketball? Where did he play ball? Did he play here? Well, we know he played here. Bradley went to the state finals too, by the way.
I say the
We can be honest here. He can't do anything to you now. He can't make you run laps or
It was our
44s
first
or
day in summer
Yes, I can.
practice.
Summer practice. Here we go. Here's what we want to
Not
hear.
our first day. We might have been like a few weeks into it, and we go out on the court and we see 15 minutes up on the scoreboard.
Here it
I
comes.
was like, when I was at CCS, this happened to me one time too. So I already knew it was going on. And so coach was like, all right, everybody on the line. And he was like, we're going to be doing down and backs for 1 minute, and then we get like a 30-second break, and then we're back to it for 15 minutes. So that was like the hardest thing possibly.
It was 30 second. It was 30-second run, 30-second break.
Oh, well, that was like,
It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard.
God, that was a war.
But I'd say my favorite memory was
Take your time. I'm going to ask you guys your favorite memory too, so be thinking about it.
It had to be a hotel trip.
like, there's just so many memories that I can't even like come up with. Just,
Is there a particular game that stands out to you?
Knox Catholic.
Not the one here on
Yeah.
senior night?
Yeah, I felt like we all were just clicking that night, and it was just like the game came easy to us almost. Like,
We got on a roll and played really, really well.
yeah, that's really.
How about you, Tyrese? Any particular game or moment or practice or road trip that's, here we go.
So my very first practice here, like ever. So we were doing a closeout for English. It was just like my footwork was so bad, I just couldn't close out. Like I would close out and then I would just fall. Like it was bad. It was pretty bad. Like, and then I remember Coach Carp got so mad at me because I think I said something under my breath after it.
You thought it was under your breath.
And then I did it again. I just kept falling and falling. Then he took me to the side to break it down to me. But
He had to have a little one-on-one attention to get his closeouts right.
but my favorite memory. Let's see. There's so many memories. I say championship game, Bristol Preps. The very 10 seconds, that last 10 seconds. You pass 100, 100 makes a shot. Rest is history.
That's you. DeAndre, anything that stands out in your mind about what you loved or sometimes hated, you know, about playing basketball or?
I think the thing I hated most was my sophomore year, the practice we had. Tanner Teague and Jackson Harry, they used to play. And Tanner would keep blocking Jackson in the paint, and every single time he blocked him, we had to do sprints. So that was pretty bad.
See, Coach learned a few things here too, I guess.
I knew about that.
Oh, okay. What about you, Ram?
Which one?
What stands out? What are you going to remember most about it?
Practice. Like, I know practice probably not like the time or be joking around, but we had some pretty good practice moments. Like it got pretty funny, especially like when it got competitive. Like that was probably the most fun. And my favorite moment was probably like the last state tournament trip, like at the hotels. Or last year when we went to Florida, that was pretty fun memories that we had. So that's probably my favorite too.
Yeah, that's where we were talking about that last year, I guess, where you're playing golf and stuff against each other, and and it got real, almost too competitive sometimes, I guess, because you don't want to lose to your teammate.
None of them were any good.
That was pretty bad. No, Alex Walker, Andrew brother was pretty. Oh, Alex and Andrew.
Alex and Andrew, yeah, they're on the golf team. They don't count.
Yeah,
they were pretty good.
Yeah, they don't count.
yeah, that's like cheating with
Yeah.
playing golf. All right, Hunter, here it comes now.
I don't know. I mean, my favorite memory, just hanging out with these hooligans, goof troops. Them two in the end, they goofy. But it was just fun, playing with them, playing with Coach Carp. It was just, every moment was fun, no matter what was going on, really.
Fun wearing that uniform. These are memories you guys are going to think about. I was telling the girls earlier today, you're going back as a fan one of these days and say, this is where I played, this is my gym, and this guy probably still be coaching, and I'll probably still be in the radio, who knows. But Coach, what particular game or memory or overall, what do you think you'll remember most about this team?
Just how much they enjoyed being around each other. That's something that's really stood out to me. Like they got along really well. Like they would tease each other all the time. They were joking. They were constantly having fun. They had great attitudes. I mean, it was just, they were really fun to be around on a day-to-day basis.
And that's something that not every team has, that
No.
camaraderie. And
No.
you've probably played with some teams and had some teams that some guys couldn't get along. But when they get along and have fun like these guys, that makes it so much easier for you, doesn't it?
It makes it a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Everybody enjoys it. If I'm having fun, they're having fun most of the time. If I'm not having fun, they might not be having so much fun. So.
Well, though, we was talking about that running and all that you had them doing there. That's what gets you in shape, though. That's the necessary part of it.
It wasn't punishment.
No.
It was just conditioning.
Yeah.
And that's what made it kind of fun though. Like
Pick that mic up and talk.
that's what made it'd give us something to talk about. Like look like come on, bro, like we got a game in 3 days. The coach got us running for 15 minutes.
Hey, now some of that during the season was not my fault. Y'all, we had goals. You knew what it was. You knew what it was.
We'll turn the ball over too much, and we'll let the team get too many rebounds. We'll have that fun. Too many points. Yeah, too many points. But it was all fun. There wasn't really no bad moments.
Yeah.
Nobody really. I don't think like a teammate had a problem with another teammate this year. Like it was all great energy. So that's what made this whole team special this year.
Well, you enjoyed 3 wins over a team across town this year.
Oh yeah. That was one of our goals on the whiteboard. We had to sweep Cleveland.
Yeah, you know what stands out to me too is when we hit the region, you knocked out Cleveland, our biggest rival. You knocked out McMinn, another huge rival there. You beat Walker Valley in the region finals. They beat us twice, at our place and their place. And then you beat Siegel in the sub-state game, which was the first time in a long time that we'd had that opportunity. And man, it was just fun to watch you guys, and I could tell you guys were just having fun playing with each other and all. And I know you had some little come to Jesus meetings, on a timeout. I could see Coach over there, and he'd go talk to Nat and Nate and Kobe, and then come to you guys and just sort of chew you out pretty good. It was a chewing out because I could hear him. And I think some people in the gym could hear it too. That's part of it, but you guys understood. You knew you'd messed up. You know you mess up. He don't have to tell you that, but he gets your attention in whatever way it takes, and it paid off for you, though, right, Coach?
Yeah. So, for the most part.
Well, like I said, Hillsboro, they end their season, but in the Final Four, man, it was a fantastic season that so many people enjoyed, and you can't thank our crowds enough. We had some really good crowds here this year in many, many games, and great falling over to Murfreesboro, and it was just a great season to be a part of there.
Yeah, it was. And like I said, I'll say it again. It's a special group. All the way top to bottom. The support that the fans showed us, the student section was great. The community support that we felt, especially this postseason, has been unbelievable. And it made it even more special that we were able to take care of these guys and send them out the right way.
Well, you guys will be a memory in my heart for a long, long time. I know I'll look forward to what the future holds, but we'll look back at this 24, 25 teams. These guys, hey, they were in state Final Four here, and that's a huge accomplishment there. And you represent the B well, as we say. I mean, you guys, that's another thing I always look at, they're gentlemen, young gentlemen that do the right things all the time and take care of work, not on the floor, but in the classroom and out in the community, because they're representing us and what all that stands for. 100, and we started playing in 1921. It's been over 100 years of Bradley basketball. And a lot of guys, the older guys like me, have seen a lot of those teams in the 60s on and realize what kind of work you guys put in to make it successful this year. And Hunter looks like he's got something else he needs to say.
No, I'm good. I ain't got nothing. I'm fine.
He's always up.
You sure?
Oh, I'm good.
Well, Coach, thanks for being here today and bringing all these seniors. And like I said, wish you guys the best of luck in college, your careers, whatever you choose to do. One of these days you'll be out there married, coming back with kids and the wife, whatever, and say, hey, this is my gym here, Jim Smith Arena. So, any final words, Coach?
No, just again, hey, fellas, seriously, I appreciate you guys.
Thank you. I think they appreciate and love you too, Coach. Well, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for being here, and we're going to wrap it up one final time here on the Bear Network for the Bears and Coach Carpenter and all these seniors. Until then, until next time, say God bless and go Bears!